If you're looking for the first quarter stats of the Ann Arbor area real estate market for 2021, this video is for you. Hey folks, Todd Waller here, Studio Four8 at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Snyder & Company Realtors. A little bit different video here than I've done in the recent past here. Going to encompass the first quarter here, the first 3 months of 2021, now that March is behind us and we have those numbers in. And I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different fashion here. I'm not going to necessarily go by community, although if you would like those, I can certainly share those with you. I'm going to just kind of highlight what happened here. So this might be a little bit longer with a little bit more detail into what I think is happening in the marketplace right now. So right out of the gate, I want to give you the greatest increase, if you will, in average sales price. That goes to Chelsea. Chelsea in the first quarter of 2021 increased its average sales price by 25.20%. Their average sales price went up to $340,161 for the average single-family residence home or condo in Chelsea. As you can imagine, their median sales price was also the greatest, saw the greatest increase in the first quarter of 2021. It rose by 30.17% to a median sales price of $315,000. This is pretty indicative of what's happening across the market, Ann Arbor, Dexter, Chelsea, Saline. We've got average and median sales prices all rising. This is all due to a lack of inventory right now. We can talk about what's causing the lack of inventory. There's that discussion to be had, but the reality is this is why numbers are jumping right now. So if you are a seller, this is not a bad time to consider bringing your home to the marketplace and capitalize on the fact that there's very little in the way of competition out there. For purchasers, going to need a big bag of patience as you're wandering around there trying to purchase a home. If you're seeing a home that you want to purchase, chances are very good there's 5 to 10, 20 other buyers that are likely to put in an offer as well. So get a sharp pencil and get yourself an agent who knows how to craft your purchase agreement in such a way that it becomes incredibly attractive to the seller in this marketplace. It is difficult to get the seller's attention these days. I typically also cover some other stats on a monthly basis. Numbers sold. We talk about the number of individual properties that sell. Well, I will tell you that Saline for the first quarter of 2021 saw the greatest increase in the number of sales. Their number sold went up 46%. Mind you, all of these comparisons are to the same time period last year. So I'm comparing the percentage increases for this first quarter of 2021 to the baseline of the first quarter of 2020. So Saline sold 111 properties sold in Saline, and that was an increase of almost 50%, 46.05%. Days on market has also been another indicator of how strong or not strong a particular marketplace is. Days on market indicate how fast a property goes under contract. So it comes on market on one day and a few days later it goes under contract. That's called days on market. The Lincoln School District, mostly Ypsi Township, saw the greatest decrease in days on market. It fell compared to the first quarter of 2020, 68.48%. to 15 days. 15 days on market was the average for a home that sold in the first quarter of 2021 in the Lincoln Consolidated School District. They're flying right off the shelf. Now, new stat that I started noodling on because, again, I think it amplifies or exemplifies exactly how strong this seller's market is. So we've been hearing the stories, or at least I'm sure you've been hearing the stories, that homes are selling quickly and for stupid numbers over whatever the seller might be asking. That list price, if you will, is what the seller is asking to sell their home. So I went and I said, okay, multiple listing system, please tell me, how many homes sold at or above list price? And let's make a percentage out of this based on the total number of properties that have sold. So in the first quarter of 2021, we see that the Lincoln Consolidated School District, if you sold a home in the first quarter of 2021 in the Lincoln Consolidated School District, there was a 54.22% chance that your property sold at or above list price. That means over 50% of the homes that sold in the first quarter in Lincoln in the first quarter of 2021 sold for at or above list price. Those are insane numbers. So every one out of every two properties sold either for what was being asked for or more than that. Coupled with a falling days on market, you can see just how tight the inventory is, as well as how strong the demand is for those homes. This is not to say that other areas around the Ann Arbor marketplace aren't also seeing tremendous numbers. That just happens to be the strongest one. For example, city of Ann Arbor is a 33%. 1/3 of all homes sold in the first quarter of 21 sold for at or above list price. Chelsea, again, that was also 1/3, 33.33%. Dexter, 34.29% sold at or above list price. Saline, 32.43% sold at or above. City of Ypsilanti, 45.71% of homes sold in the first quarter of 21 sold at or above list price. Now, I'm sure, again, I'm going to repeat myself even from earlier on in this video. If you're thinking about selling your property in the next 12 months, start thinking about doing that relatively soon. This is a great time in the marketplace for you as a seller to maximize any profits on the sale of your property right now. Interest rates are still low, and interest in your property, that is demand from purchasers, is very high. Chances are very good coming to the market at a reasonable price, a market value price, you're going to have multiple offers on your property. So let's talk about exactly what that looks like for you in today's marketplace. If you're a purchaser and you're hearing these stories, yes, it can be very easy to become disheartened. No question about that. But here's the deal. If you need to purchase, chances are very good we can find you that property and make that happen. Not just in a traditional, hey, this is offered for sale and we go and compete on a multiple offer basis, but those of us here at Studio Four8, we're also able to find some stuff off market, so to speak, and help you go through that process as well. So feel free to reach out to me and my team here at Studio Four8. We are happy to work with you both on the sell side and the purchase side in helping you achieve your real estate goals. This is Todd Waller with Studio Four8 at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services saying, we're here to recreate real estate.